Okay, Radhika.
Sorry. So Hare Krishna, everyone. There is this little snippet I'd like to read from the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam website. You know, the famous Balaji temple of Tirupati,
Yes.
where the Lord is manifest in his Narayana form, 4 arms. So I'm reading from there, and it says, reciting the name of the Lord is said to be the easiest way of attaining him. Ancient scriptures have laid down margas for attaining the Lord, which are suitable for various eras in the evolution of the world. The Lord was realized and attained by meditation in the Krita Yuga, by performing sacrifices in the Treta Yuga, and by performing worship in the Dwapara Yuga. In the Kali Yuga, which is now, the Lord is attained by mere recitation of his name. Nama Sankirtana is the easiest means towards God realization, as it does not require to control any senses, money, or help from others. Now, reciting the Lord's name compels him to manifest himself. The Lord is said to be Stuti Stotarana Priyaha, which means he loves Stuti or Stotras, all the names, the Ashtotkas or the Vishnu Sahasranamas, he loves those names, Priyaha. He's enormously pleased when devotees sing his praise. The Charitras of Gajendra, Prahalada, Draupadi are moving portrayals of potency of prayer, which brought the Lord to his aid. And it goes on and on about the importance of chanting the Lord's names. And the Vishnu Sahasranam chants 1,000 names of the Lord, not just 1 or 2, but 1,008 names of the Lord. In any sadhana, it is very essential to closely follow our acharyas and adhere to the path shown by them. Among religious texts, Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita, and Vishnu Sahasranam, which are all works of sage Veda Vyas, enjoy undisputed authority and are studied with great devotional fervor. Sage Veda Vyas is reversed as an amsa of Sri Mahavishnu himself. And there is this line in Vishnu Sahasranam which talks about this. Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya Vyasa Rupaya Vishnave. So Vishnu is the Rupa of Vyasa. Even Krishna says that in the Bhagavad Gita. So amongst all works of the sage Vyasa, Vishnu Sahasranama is the most popular work, which forms part of Nitya Anushtana for all Hindus all over the world. And it is recommended a daily recitation of Sahasranama as Raksha that protects us from all evil in the mortal world and is the easiest means to attain the Lord and find eternal peace. Okay, and it goes on. There are several chapters, several paragraphs, but with just that little shot in the arm, let's go into the stotra.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that.
We'll start with the Dhyana Shloka and then the names of the Lord follow. Om Shuklam Bharadharam Vishnum Shashivaranam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye Vyasam Vasishtanaptaram Shakter Portamakalmasham Parasharatmajam Bande Shukatatam Taponithim Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya Vyasa Rupaya Vishnave Namo Vai Brahmanithaye Vasishthaya Namo Namaha Avikaraya Shuddhaya Nityaya Paramatmane Sadekarupa Rupaya Vishnave Sarvajishnave Yasya Smarana Matrena Janma Samsara Bandhanat Vimuchyate Namastasmai Vishnave Prabha Vishnave Om Namo Vishnave Prabha Vishnave Shri Vaishwampayana Uvacha Shrutva Dharmana Seshena Pavanani Sasharvashaha Yudhishthira Shantanavam Punarevabhyabhashata Yudhishthira Uvacha Kimekam Devatam Loke Kim Vapyekam Parayanam Stuvantakam Kamarchanta Prapna Yurmanava Shubham Ko Dharma Sarva Dharmanam Bhavatap Paramo Mataha Kim Japanmuchyate Jantur Janma Samsara Bandhanat Shri Bhishmara Uvacha जगत्प्रभुं देवदेवम् अनन्तं पुरुषोत्तमं स्तुवन्नाम सहस्रेण पुरुषः सततोदितः तमेव चार्चयन् नित्यं भक्त्या पुरुषमव्ययम् ध्यायन् स्तुवन्नमस्यंश यजमानस्तमेव च अनादिनिधनं विष्णुं सर्वलोकमहेश्वरं लोकाध्यक्षं स्तुवन्नित्यं सर्वदुःखादिको भवेत् ब्रह्मण्यं सर्वधर्मज्ञं लोकानां कीर्तिवर्धनम् लोकनाथं महद्भूतं सर्वभूतभवोद्भवम् एष मे सर्वधर्माणां धर्मोऽधिगतमतः यद्भक्त्या पुण्डरीकाक्षं स्तवेरच्चैन्नरः सदा परमं यो महत्तेज परमं यो महत्तपः परमं यो महद्ब्रह्म परमं यपरायणम् पवित्राणां पवित्रं यो मङ्गलानां च मङ्गलं दैवतं देवतानां च भूतानां यो ययः यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि भवन्त्यादियुगागमे यस्मिंश्च प्रलयं यान्ति पुनरेव युगक्षये तस्य लोकप्रधानस्य जगन्नाथस्य भूपते विष्णोर्नाम सहस्रं ने शृणु पापभयापहम् यानि नामानि गौम्नानि विख्यातानि महात्मनः ऋषिभिः परिगीतानि तानि वक्ष्यामि भूतये ऋषिर्नाम्नां सहस्रस्य वेदव्यासो महामुनिः छन्दोनुस्तुप्तथा देवो भगवान् देवकीसुतः अमृतां शुद्भवो बीजं शक्तिर्देवकीनन्दनः त्रिसामाहृदयं तस्य शान्त्यर्थे विनियुज्यते विष्णुं जिष्णुं महाविष्णुं प्रभविष्णुं महेश्वरम् अनेकरूपदैत्यान्तं नमामि पुरुषोत्तमम् अस्य श्रीविष्णोर्दिव्यसहस्रनाम स्तोत्रमहामन्त्रस्य श्रीवेदव्यासो भगवान् ऋषिः अनुस्तुप्छन्दः श्रीमहाविष्णुः परमात्मा श्रीमन्नारायणो देवता अमृतां शुद्भवो भानुर्तिबीजं देवकी नन्दन सृष्टेति शक्तिः उद्भवः क्षोभनो देव इति परमो मन्त्रः शङ्खभृन्नन्दकी चक्रीति कीलकम् श्राङ्गदन्वागधाधरयत्रस्तं रथाङ्गपाणिरक्षोभ इति नेत्रम् त्रिसामासामगः सामेति कवचम् आनन्दं परब्रह्मेति योनिः ऋतुसुदर्शनकालेति दिग्बन्धः श्रीविश्वरूप इति ध्यानम् श्रीमहाविष्णुप्रीत्यर्थे सहस्रनाम जपे विनियोगः ध्यानम् क्षीरोधन्वत्प्रदेशे शुचिमणिविलसत्सैकते मुक्तिकानां माला क्लुप्तासनस्थस्फटिकमणिनिभै मुक्तिकैमण्डिताङ्गः शुक्ते मण्डिताङ्गः शुभ्रैरप्रैरतप्रैरुपरिविरचितै मुक्तपीयूषवर्षैः आनन्दीन पुनीयाधरिनलिलकथा शङ्खपाणिर्मुकुन्दः भुक्पादौ यस्य नाभिर्वियदसुरनिलश्चन्द्रसूर्योच्चनेत्रे कर्णावासा शिरोध्यो मुखमपि दहनो यस्य वास्तेयमब्धिः अन्तस्थं यस्य विश्वं सुरनरखगो भोगि गन्धर्वदैत्यैः चित्रं रम्यते तं त्रिभुवनवपुषं विष्णुमीशं नमामि ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभाङ्गं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिहृद्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथं मेघश्यामं पीठकौसेयवासं श्रीवत्साङ्गं कौस्तुभोद्भासिताङ्गं पुण्योपेतं पुण्डरीकायताक्षं विष्णुं वन्दे सर्वलोकैकनाथं नमः समस्तभूतानामादिभूताय भूकृते अनेकरूपरूपाय विष्णवे प्रभविष्णवे शशङ्खचक्रं शकिरीतकुण्डलं सपीतवस्त्रं सरसीरुहेक्षणं सहारवक्षस्थलस्थोऽपि कौस्तुभं नमामि विष्णुं शिरसा चतुर्भुजं छायायां पारिजातस्य हेमसिंहासनोपरि आसीनमबुधस्याम मायताक्षमलङ्कृतं चन्द्राननं चतुर्बाहुं श्रीवत्साङ्कितवक्षसं रुक्मिणी सत्यभामाख्यां सहितं कृष्णमाश्रये ॐ विश्वं विष्णोर्वशत्कारो भूतभव्यभवत्प्रभुः भूतकृद्भूतभृद्भावो भूतात्मा भूतभावनः भूतात्मा परमात्मा च मुक्तानां परमागतिः अव्ययपुरुषः साक्षी क्षेत्रज्ञो शरीरेव च योगो योगविदां नेता प्रधानपुरुषेश्वरः नारसिंहवपु श्रीमान् केशवपुरुषोत्तमः सर्वशिवस्थाणुर्भूतातिर्निधिरव्ययः सम्भवो भावनो भर्ता प्रभवप्रभुरीश्वरः स्वयंभू शम्भुरादित्यपुष्कराक्षो महास्वनः अनाधिनतनोधाता विधाता दुरुत्तमः अप्रमेयो ऋषिकेश पद्मनाभोऽमरप्रभुः विश्वकर्मा मनुस्पष्टा स्तविष्टस्तविरो ध्रुवः अग्राय शाश्वतकृष्णो लोहिताक्षप्रदर्तनः प्रभूतस्ते ककुत्थाम पवित्रं मङ्गलं परम् ईशान प्राणो ज्येष्ठ श्रेष्ठ प्रजापतिः हिरण्यगर्भो भूगर्भो माधवो मधुसूदनः ईश्वरो विक्रमी धन्वी मेधावी विक्रमक्रमः अनुत्तमोदरादर्श कृतज्ञ कृतिरात्मवान् सुरेश शरणं शर्म विश्वरेता प्रजापवः अह संवत्सरो व्याल प्रत्यय सर्वदर्शनः अजः सर्वेश्वर सिद्ध सिद्धि सर्वाद्युरच्युतः वृषा कपिरमेयात्मा सर्वयोग विनिश्रुतः वसुर्वसुमना सत्य समात्मा संमितः समग अमोघ पुण्डरीकाक्षो वृषकर्मा वृषाकृतिः रुद्रो बहुशिरा बभ्रुर्विश्वयोनिषुचिश्रवाः अमृत शाश्वत स्थाणुर्परारोहो महातपाः सर्वगः सर्वविद्वानुर्विश्वक्षेणो जनार्दनः वेदो वेदविदव्यङ्को वेदाङ्गो वेदवित्कविः लोकाध्यक्षः धर्माध्यक्षः कृताकृतः चतुरात्मा चतुर्व्यूहश्चतुर्धंशश्चतुर्भुजः भ्राजिष्णुर्भोजनं भोक्ता सहिष्णुर्जगदाजितः अनघो विजयोजेता विश्वयोनिः पुनर्वसुः उपेन्द्रो वामनप्रांशुरमोघः सुचिरोर्जितः अतीन्द्रः सङ्ग्रहः सर्गो धृतात्मा नियमो यमः वेद्यो वैद्यः सदा योगी वीरः माधवो मधुः अतीन्द्रियो महामायो महोत्साहो महाबलः महाबुद्धिर्महावीर्यो महाशक्तिर्महाद्युतिः अनिर्देश्य वपुः श्रीमान् मे आत्मा महाधृतः महेश्वासो महीभर्ता श्रीनिवासः सताङ्गतिः अनिरुद्धः सुरानन्दो गोविन्दो गोविदाम्पतिः मरीचित्तमनोहंस सुपर्णो भुजगोत्तमः हिरण्यनाभ सुतपा पद्मनाभ प्रजापतिः अमृत्युः सर्वदिक्सिंह सन्दाता सन्धिमान् स्थिरः अजो दुर्मर्शनस्तास्ता विशुरात्मा सुरारिः गुरुर्गुरुतमो धाम सत्य सत्य पराक्रमः निमिषो निमिषस्रग्भि निमिषो निमिषस्रग्भि वाचस्पतिरुरारथिः अग्रनीग्रामणि श्रीमान् न्यायो नेता समीरणः सहस्रमूर्धा विश्वात्मा सहस्राक्ष सहस्रपाद आवर्तनो निवृत्तात्मा समृद्धः संभ्रमर्थनः आह संवर्तको वह्निनलिलोधरनीधरः सुप्रसाद प्रसन्नात्मा विश्वदिग्विश्वभुक् विभुः सत्कर्ता सत्कृतः साधु जन्मुर्नारायणो नरः असंख्येयो प्रमेयात्मा विशिष्ट शिष्टकृच्छिचिः सिद्धार्थ सिद्ध संकल्प सिद्धि साधनः वृषा हि वृषभो विष्णु वृषपर्वा वृषोदरः वर्तनो वर्तमानश्च विविक्त श्रुतिसागरः सुभुजो दुर्धरो वाह्मी महेन्द्रो वसुतो वसुः नैकरूपो बृहद्रूप शिपिविष्टप्रकाशनः ओजस्तेजोदितिरः प्रकाशात्मा प्रतापनः बुद्धस्पष्टाक्षरो मन्त्रश्चन्द्रांशुर्भास्करद्युतिः अमृतांशुद्भवो भानुशशबिन्दुः सुरेश्वरः औषधं जगजस्येतु सत्यधर्मपराक्रमः भूतभव्यपवनाथ पवनपावनो नलः कामः कामकृत्कान्त कामप्रदप्रभुः युगाधिकृत्युदावर्तो नैकमायो महाशनः अदृश्यो व्यक्तरूपश्च सहस्रजिदनन्तजित् इष्टो विशिष्ट शिष्ठेष्ट शिखण्डी नरुषो वृषः क्रोधः क्रोधकृत्कर्ता विश्वबाहुर्महीधरः अच्युत प्रतित प्राणदो वासवानुजः अपां निधिरधिष्ठानम् अप्रमत्र प्रतिष्ठितः स्कन्द स्कन्दधरो दुर्यो वरदो वायुवाहनः वासुदेवो बृहद्भानुरादिदेव पुरन्दरः अशोकस्थारनस्थार शूर शौर्यजनेश्वरः अनुकूल शतावर्त पद्मी पद्मनिवेक्षणः पद्मनाभोरविन्दाक्ष पद्मगर्भ शरीरभृत् महद्धृतो वृत्तात्मा महाक्षोगरुडध्वजः अतुलशर भूभीम समयज्ञो हविर्हरिः सर्वलक्षणलक्षण्यो लक्ष्मीवान् समितिञ्जयः विक्षरोहितो मार्गो हेतुर्दामोदरः सहः महीधरो महाभागो वेगवानमिताशनः उद्भवः क्षोभनो देव श्रीगर्भपरमेश्वरः करणं कारणं कर्ता विकर्ता गहनो गुहः व्यवसायो व्यवस्थान संस्थान स्थानतो ध्रुवः परति परमस्पष्ट सुष्ट पुष्ट सुपेक्षणः रामो विरजो मार्गो नेयो नेयो नेयः वीरशक्तिमतां श्रेष्ठो धर्मो धर्मविदुत्तमः वैकुण्ठ पुरुष प्राण प्राणद प्रणवप्रतुः हिरण्यगर्भ शत्रुभ्यो व्याप्तो वायुर्दोक्षजः ऋतुसुदर्शन काल परमेष्टि परिग्रहः उग्र संवत्सरो दक्षो विश्रामो विश्वदक्षिणः विस्तारस्थावनस्थानो प्रमाणं बीजमव्ययम् अर्थोऽनर्थो महाकोशो महाभोगो महाधनः अनिर्विन्नस्तविष्टो भूर्धर्मयूपो महामखः नक्षत्रनेमि नक्षत्री क्षामक क्षामक समीहनः यज्ञ महीजष्टु क्रतु सत्रं सताङ्गतिः सर्वदर्शी निवृत्तात्मा सर्वज्ञो ज्ञानमुत्तमम् सुब्रदस्सुमुखसूक्ष्म सुघोषसुगतसुहृद् मनोहरोजितक्रोधो वीरभावुर्विधारणः स्वापनस्ववशोऽप्यापि नैकात्मानैककर्मकृत् वत्सरो वत्सलो वत्सी रत्नगर्भोधनेश्वरः धर्मभृद्धर्मकृद्धर्मी सदसक्षरमक्षरम् अविज्ञाता सहस्रांश विधाता कृतलक्षणः गभस्तिनेमिर्सत्त्वस्थः सिंहो भूतमहेश्वरः आदिदेवो महादेवो देवेशो देवहृत्कुरुः उत्तरो गोपतिर्गोप्ता ज्ञानगम्यः पुरातनः शरीरभूतभृद्भोक्ता कपीन्द्रो भूरिदक्षिणः सोमपोमृतपः सोमः पुरुजित्पुरुषोत्तमः विनयो जयः सत्यसन्तो धाशारः सात्वतां पतिः जीवो विनयता साक्षी मुकुन्दोमितविक्रमः अम्बोनिधिररन्तात्मा महोदधिशयोऽन्तकः अजो महार्ह स्वाधाव्योजिता मित्रप्रमोदनः आनन्दो नन्द सत्य धर्मा त्रिविक्रमः महाशीर्कपिलाचार्य कृतज्ञो मेदिनीपतिः त्रिपदस्य दशाध्यक्ष महाशृङ्गकृतान्तकृत महावराहो गोविन्द सुषेण कनकाङ्कति गुह्यो कबीरो गहनो गुप्तश्चक्रकथातरः वेदास्वाङ्गोजित कृष्णो धृतसङ्कर्षणोचितः वरुणो वारुणो वृक्ष पुष्कराक्षो महामनाः भगवानन्दी वनमाली हलायुधः आदित्यो ज्योतिरादित्य सहिष्णुर्गति सत्तमः सुदन्वाखण्ड परशुद्धारणोत्र विनप्रदः दिवस्पृक्सर्वदिग्व्यासो वाचस्पतिर्योनितः त्रिसामासामगस्साम निर्वाणम्भेश शम्भिषक् सन्न्यासकृश्चमश्चान्तो निष्ठा शान्तिपरायणम् शुभाङ्गशान्ति दशष्ठा कुमुदकुबलेशयः गोहितो गोपतिर्गोप्ता वृषभाक्षो वृषप्रियः अनिवर्ती निवृत्तात्मा कंसेक्षाक्षेमकृच्छिवः श्रीवत्सवक्षा श्रीवास श्रीपति श्रीमताम्बरः श्रीधर श्रीश श्रीनिवास श्रीनिधिर् श्रीविभावनः श्रीधर श्रीकर श्रेय श्रीमान् स्वक्षस्वङ्गशतानन्दो नन्दिर्ज्योतिर्गणेश्वरः विजितात्मा विधेयात्मा सत्कृतिश्चिन्न संशयः उदीर्णः सर्वतिश्चक्षुरनीशः भूषयो भूषणो भूतिर्विशोकशोकनाशनः अर्चिष्मानच्युतकुम्भो विशुद्धात्मा विशोधनः अनिरुद्धो प्रतितर प्रद्युम्नो मितविक्रमः कालनेमिनिहावीरः शौरिशूरजनेश्वरः त्रिलोकात्मा त्रिलोकेश केशवकेशिहा हरिः कामदेव कामपालः कामी कान्तकृतागमः अनिर्देशवपुर्विष्णुर्वीरोऽनन्तो धनञ्जयः ब्रह्मण्यो ब्रह्मकृत् ब्रह्मा ब्रह्म ब्रह्म विवर्धनः ब्रह्मविद्ब्राह्मणो ब्रह्मी ब्रह्मज्ञो ब्राह्मणप्रियः महाक्रमो महाकर्मा महातेज महोरगः महाक्रतुर्महायज्वा महायज्ञो महाहविः स्तव्यस्तव प्रियस्तोत्रं स्तुतिस्तोत्रारणप्रियः पूर्ण यथा पुण्य पुण्यकीर्तिर्नामयः मनोजवस्थितगरो वसुरेता वसुप्रदः वसुप्रदो वासुदेवो वसुर्वसुमनाहविः सद्गति सत्कुति सद्दा सद्भूति सप्तरायणः शूरसेनो यदुश्रेष्ठ सन्निवास सुयामनः भूतावासो वासुदेवः सर्वासुनिलयो नलः दर्पः दर्पदोदुप्तो दुर्धरोधापरार्चितः विश्वमूर्तिर्महामूर्तिर्दीप्तमूर्तिरमूर्तिमान् अनेकमूर्तिरव्यक्तशतमूर्तिशताननः एको नैकस्सवक्कं किं यद्यत् पदमनुत्तमम् लोकबन्धुर्लोकनाथो माधवो भक्तवत्सलः सुवर्णवर्णो हेमाङ्गो वराङ्गश्चङ्गनागदी वीरः विषमशून्यो कृताशीरजलश्चलः अमानीमानदो मान्यो लोकस्वामी त्रिलोककृत् सुमेधा मेधचोधन्य सत्यमेधाधराधरः तेजो वृषोदितिरः सर्वषष्ठभुताम्बरः प्रग्रहो निग्रहो व्यक्रो नैकशृङ्गो गदाग्रजः चतुर्मूर्तिश्चतुर्बाहुश्चतुर्व्यूहश्चतुर्गतिः चतुरात्मा चतुर्भावश्चतुर्वेदविदेकपात् समावर्तो निवृत्तात्मा दुर्जयो दुरतिक्रमः दुर्लभो दुर्गमो दुर्गो दुरावासो दुरारिः शुभाङ्गो लोकसारङ्गस्तुतं तुस्तन्तुवर्तनः इन्द्रकर्मा महाकर्मा कृतकर्मा कृतागमः उद्भवः सुन्दर सुन्दो रत्ननाभः सुलोचनः अर्को वाजसन शृङ्गी जयन्तः सर्वविजयी सुवर्णबिन्दुरक्षोभः सर्वभागीश्वरेश्वरः महाहृदो महाकर्तो महाभूतो महानिधिः कुमुदकुण्ड रक्कुण्ड प्रज्ञन्नपावनो निलः अमृतांशोऽमृतवपुः सर्वज्ञः सर्वतोमुखः सुलभः सुब्रतसिद्धः शत्रुजिच्छत्रुतापनः न्यक्रोधोदुम्बरोऽस्वास्तच्चाणूरान्धनिषूदनः सहस्राक्षी सप्तजिह्व सप्तैता सप्तवाहनः अमूर्तिरनुगोचिन्त्यो भयकृद्भयनाशनः अनुबृहत्तु शस्तूलो गुणगुणो महान् अधृतस्वधृतस्वास्त प्राग्वं शोभंशवर्धनः भारवित्कथितो योगी योगीशः सर्वकामदः आश्रमशमनः क्षामः सुपर्णो वायुवाहनः धनुर्धरो धनुर्वेदो दण्डो दमयिता दमः अपराजितः सर्वसहो नियन्ता नियमो यमः सत्त्ववान् सात्विका सत्य सत्य धर्मपरायणः अभिप्राय प्रियाहोह प्रिय कृत्रीतिवर्तनः विहाय सगति ज्योति सुरुचित्त भुविक् विभुः रविर्विरोचन सूर्य सविता रविलोचनः अनन्तहुत भुक्पोक्ता सुखतो ग्रजः अनिर्विण्णः सदामर्षि लोकाधिष्ठानमत्कुतः सनातनतमः कपिलः कपिरव्ययः स्वस्तिरः स्वस्ति स्वस्ति दक्षिणः अरोधकुण्डली चक्री विक्रम योजित शासनः शब्दादिक शब्दसः शिशिर शर्वरीकरः अक्रूरपेशलो दक्षो दक्षिणः क्षमिनाम्बरः विद्वत्तमो वीतभय पुण्यश्रवणकीर्तनः उत्तारणो दुष्कृतिः पुण्यो दुःस्वप्ननाशनः वीरः रक्षणः सन्तो जीवन पर्यवस्थितः अनन्तरूपोऽनन्तश्रीजितमन्योर्भयापहः चतुरशोभवीरात्मा विदिशो व्यादिशो दिशः अनादिभूर्भुवो लक्ष्मी सुवीरो रुचिराङ्गदः जननो जनजन्मादि भीमो भीमपराक्रमः आधारनिलयो धाता पुष्पहास प्रजाकरः ऊर्ध्वगः सप्तताचार प्रणव प्रमाणं प्राणनिलय प्राणभृत्प्राणजीवनः तत्त्वं तत्त्वविदेकात्मा जन्म मृत्युजरातिकः भूर्भुवस्वस्तरुस्तार सविता प्रपितामहः यज्ञो यज्ञपतिर्यज्वा यज्ञागो यज्ञवाहनः यज्ञभृत्यज्ञकृत्यज्ञे यज्ञभृत्यज्ञसाधनः यज्ञान्तकृत यज्ञगुह्यमन्नमन्नादयेव च आत्मयोनि स्वयं जातो वैखानः सामगायनः देवकीनन्दन षष्ठा शिटीशपापनाशनः शङ्खबृन्नन्दकी चक्री श्राङ्गदन्वागदाधरः रथाङ्गपाणिरक्षोभः सर्वप्रहरनायुध ॐ नमः इति वनमालिका दिशांकी शंखी चक्री चनंदकी श्रीमान नारायणो विष्णु वासुदेवो विरक्षतु वनमालिका दिशांकी शंखी चक्री चनंदकी श्रीमान नारायणो विष्णु वासुदेवो विरक्षतु वनमालिका दिशांकी शंखी चक्री चनंदकी श्रीमान नारायणो विष्णु वासुदेवो विरक्षतु श्री वासुदेवो विरक्षतु ओम नमः इति अशिक्षेण प्रकीर्तितं यैदं शृणुयात् नित्यं यश्चापि परिकीर्तयेत् नाशुभं प्राप्नुयात् किञ्चित् सौमुद्रेह च मानवः वेदान्तको ब्राह्मणस्य क्षत्रियो विजयी भवेत् वैश्यो धनसमुद्रस्य शूद्रः सुखमवाप्नुयात् धर्मार्थी प्राप्नुयात् धर्ममर्थार्थी चार्थमाप्नुयात् कामानवाप्नुयात् कामी प्रजार्थी चाप्नुयात् प्रजां भक्तिमान्य सदोताय स्तुतिः सत्कतमानसः सहस्रं वासुदेवस्य नाम्नामेकत् प्रकीर्तयेत् यश प्राप्नोति विपुलं याति प्राधान्यमेव च अचिलां श्रियमाप्नोति श्रेयः प्राप्नोत्यनुत्तमम् न भयं क्वचिदाप्नोति वीर्यं तेजश्च विन्दति भवत्यरोगो द्युतिमान् बलरूपगुणान्वितः रोगार्तो मुच्यते रोगात् बद्धो मुच्येत बन्धनात् भयान्मुच्येत भीतस्तु मुच्येतापन्न आपदः दुर्गान्यतितरत्याशु पुरुषः पुरुषोत्तमं स्तुवन्नाम सहस्रेण नित्यं भक्तिसमन्वितः वासुदेवाश्रयो मर्त्यो वासुदेवपरायणः सर्वपापविशुद्धात्मा याति ब्रह्म सनातनं न वासुदेव भक्तानाम् अशुभं विद्यते क्वचित् जन्ममृत्युजराव्याधि भयं नैवोपजायते इमं स्तवमधीयान श्रद्धा भक्तिसमन्वितः युज्येतात्मसुखं शान्ति श्रीति स्मृतिकीर्तिभिः न क्रोधो न मात्सर्यं न लोभो नाशुभामतिः भवन्ति कृतपुण्यानां भक्तानां पुरुषोत्तमे द्यौसजन्धार्कनक्षत्राखं दिशो भूर्महोदतिः वासुदेवस्य वीर्येण वृततानि महात्मनः ससुरासुरगन्धर्वं सयक्षोरगराक्षसं जगद्वशे वर्तते तं कृष्णस्य सचरराचरम् इन्द्रियाणि मनोबुद्धिर्सत्त्वं तेजोबलं द्युतिः वासुदेवात्मकान्याहुः क्षेत्रं क्षेत्रज्ञ एव च सर्वागमानाम् आचारप्रथमं परिकल्पते आचारप्रभुः धर्मो धर्मस्य प्रभुरच्युतः ऋषेभितरो देवा महाभूतानि दातवः जंगमां जंगमं जेतं जगन्नारायणोद्भवम् योगो ज्ञानं तथा सांख्यं विद्या शिल्पादिकर्म च वेदाश्राष्ठानि विज्ञान एतत् सर्वं जनार्दनात् एको विष्णुर्महद्भूतं पृथक् भूताननेकवशः त्रिलोकान् व्यापभुक्तात्मा भुक्ते विश्वभुवव्ययः इमं स्तवं भगवतोर्विष्णोर्व्यासेन कीर्तितम् पतेते चेत् पुरुषश्रेय प्राप्तुं सुखानि च विश्वेश्वरमजं देवं जगतप्रभुमव्ययं भजन्ति ये पुष्कराक्षं न ते यान्ति पराभवम् न ते यान्ति पराभवो ॐ नम इति श्री अर्जुन उवाच पद्मपत्रविशालाक्ष पद्मनाभसरोत्तमा भक्तानामनुरक्तानां त्रात्रा भवजनार्दन श्रीभगवानुवाच यो मां नाम सहस्रेण स्तोतुमिच्छति पाण्डव सोऽहमेकेन श्लोकेन स्तुतियेव न संशयः स्तुतियेव न संशयो ॐ नम इति श्रीव्यास उवाच वासनात् वासुदेवस्य वासितं भुवनत्रयं सर्वभूतनिवासोऽसि वासुदेव नमोऽस्तु ते श्रीवासुदेव नमोऽस्तु ते ॐ नम इति पार्वत्युवाच केनोपायेन लघुना विष्णोर्नाम सहस्रकं पत्यते पण्डिते नित्यं श्रोतुमिच्छाम्यहं प्रभो श्री ईश्वर उवाच श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने श्रीराम नाम वरानन ओम नम इति ब्रह्मोवाच नमोऽस्त्वन्ताय सहस्रमूर्तये सहस्रपादाक्षि शिरोरुबाहवे सहस्रनाम्ने पुरुषाय शाश्वते सहस्रकोटियुगधारिणे नमः सहस्रकोटियुगधारिणे नमो ॐ नमः इति श्रीसञ्जय उवाच यत्र योगेश्वर कृष्णो यत्र पार्थो धनुर्धरः तत्र श्रीविजयो भूते ध्रुवा नीतिर्मतिर्मम श्रीभगवानुवाच अनन्याश्चिन्तयन्तो मां ये जनाः पर्युपासते तेषां नित्याभियुक्तानां योगक्षेमं वहाम्यहम् परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे आर्था विषण्णास्तितिलाश्च भीता घोरेषु च व्याशिषु वर्तमानाः संकीर्त्य नारायण शब्दमार्तं विमुक्तदुःखा सुखिनो भवन्तु कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि सर्वं श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु हरिः ओम् श्रीकृष्ण चरणं मम हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna. Well done. Thank you so much. Fantastic. It's been a couple of weeks since we heard, so that was really, really nice and a wonderful day of Ekadasi. So thank you so much. Oh no, last time we were here. Anyway, would you like to do anything more?
I remember the last time we thought we'll do the Falastuti. Depends on what you have on the program, Prabhuji. We can either go through a couple of verses or we can do it another time and we can go with.
Let's do that. Let's do a couple of verses and we can talk about, you want to talk about Caturmasya? Or shall we? Yeah, that'd be good. Is that right at the beginning, yeah?
Yeah, let me share my screen.
Oh, great. Even better.
Security.
Yeah, I can be the host. I'll be the host anyway.
So we heard until a few sessions ago 1008 names and the meanings of those names. And now let's just go through a couple of verses of the Falastuti, which is chanted just after the names of the Lord. Itidam kirtaneyasya kesavasya mahatmanah namnam sahasram divyanam ashikshena prakirtitam. Thus was told all the holy 1000 names of Keshava, who is the great. Yaidam shruniyan nityam yaschapi parikirtayet na shubham prapnayat kinchit somutreha chamanavaha. He who hears or sings it all without fail in all days of the year will never get into a bad in this life or after. Vedantako brahmanasya kshatriyo vijayi bhavet vaisyo dhana samudrasya shudra sukhamavapniyat. The Brahmin will get knowledge, the Kshatriya will get victory, the Vaishya will get wealth, and the Shudra will get pleasures by reading these names of the Lord. And the last verse for today, translation. Dharmarthi prapniyat dharmam artharthi chartamapniyat kamanabapniyat kami prajarti chapniyat prajam. He who seeks dharma, he who seeks wealth, he who seeks pleasures, he who seeks children, will all without fail get what they want.
Very good. Thank you. Very good. Yeah.
Hopefully none of us will ask for wealth or a big house or any of those. Hopefully all of us will ask for more bhakti and
yes.
need of the Lord.
Yeah. And that's absolutely spot on. That that will automatically come according to whatever our deeds have been. So no need to worry too much about that. But more importantly is to get this wonderful seed of bhakti planted nicely and growing that plant of bhakti so that it fructifies in prema bhakti, love of the Lord. No, thank you so much. So yeah, why not? Let's have a session on this. Is Caturmasya, which is like today is the first day, or any day from now until Purnima, which is Wednesday. One can start this Vrata if one wants to, and it's quite interesting information here. So the real purpose behind the vow taken, or the Vrata, during the 4 months is to minimize the quantity of sense gratification. That is not very difficult. This is Srila Prabhupada saying in the Chaitanya Charitamrita purport for Madhya Leela 4:169. So in the purport to Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 4:169, the same purport, Srila Prabhupada writes that the Caturmasya period begins in the month of Ashad, which is today, not today, but in next few days, June, July, from the day of Ekadasi, called Sayana Ekadasi, which is today. The period ends in the month of Kartik, October, November, or the Ekadasi day known as Uttana Ekadasi. This 4-month period is known as Caturmasya. In the Shri Hari Bhakti Vilas, it is recommended that for the first month of Caturmasya, which is known as Shravan, July, August, one should give up eating any green, leafy vegetables. This includes, but is not limited to, all types of spinach, coriander, curry leaves, basil, and other herbs. So that's the first month to not have green leafy vegetables. Then in the second month, known as Bhadrapad, August, September, one should avoid eating yogurt. For the third month, Ashwina, September, October, it is recommended that one should abstain from milk. And in the last month, Kartik, October, November, one should not eat white lentils. So masoor dal, that's fine, we don't have that. But urad dal, we can avoid that for that fourth month. So that's the basic austerity. In the Varaha Puran, it describes the significance and origin of Caturmasya period. Once Mother Earth approached Lord Varaha, the boar incarnation of the Lord, and expressed her concern about the people who take birth in Kali Yuga. She pointed out how these people are ignorant, short-lived, and always afflicted with weakness and disease, and she begged the Lord to reveal a method which would allow the people of Kali Yuga to get great benefit with very little effort. Seeing her concern, Lord Varaha smiled and explained that the auspicious 4-month period of Caturmasya gives many benefits to a person who performs any sort of austerity. Whether it is doing a fire sacrifice, offering charity, or simply chanting the holy names of the Lord, the benefit of performing such an endeavor during Caturmasya are countless. Performing such activities during Caturmasya results in even greater benefit than observing the same austerities during other periods of other months of the year. Lord Varaha continued to explain that these 4 months are the resting and rising times of the demigods and of the Supreme Creator. He recalled that once he was sitting on the top of Mount Meru when the celestials approached him and pardoned themselves for the night. Just as they were about to retire for the night, a dark-complexioned lady adorned with sparkling white cloth and holding a battle axe in her hand approached the Lord and prostrated herself before him. After offering suitable prayers to the Lord, she identified herself as Ratri, the overseer of this part of the year. She expressed her anguish at being termed as an inauspicious time of the year. Since the Supreme Lord and the demigods take rest during her 4 months, auspicious activities such as marriages aren't performed. Having lost her will to live because of this, she begged the Lord to show some mercy towards her. Hearing her plea, the assembled demigods prayed to the Lord, asking him to kindly bestow mercy upon Ratri. Being pleased with the prayers of the demigods, Lord Varaha granted a boon to Ratri Devi. He said, "O Ratri, you have 3 yamas. First yama is 2 months. Out of these 3 yamas, the first 2 yamas will henceforth become dear to me. Any pious deed performed during these 2 yamas bring forth immense merits. Amongst these 4 months of Shravan, Bhadrapad, Ashwin, and Kartik, the merits accrued will increase day by day. This is the reason why the last month, Kartik, is the most beneficial in all respects. Upon receiving this boon, Ratri Devi became pacified and happily returned to her abode." Lord Varaha concluded by explaining to Bhumi Devi that from that time onwards, he benevolently grants great merits to one who performs pious activities and austerities. Hearing this, Mother Earth felt peaceful. In the Shri Hari Bhakti Vilas, the observation of Caturmasya is explicitly described. There are various observances which, if strictly followed, will amount to great merit. For example, if one rests on the ground or on stone, they become an associate of Lord Vishnu. Or if one refrains from speaking nonsense, Pajapa, one's order will never be disobeyed. There are many such observances that can be performed. If one follows any of these relatively simple vrats, the benefits received from such an austerity greatly outweighs the austerities endured, thus giving the people in the age of Kali a chance to obtain great merit and advancement. It is stated in the Nectar of Devotion that by following the regulative principles of Caturmasya, one can quickly be raised to the platform of devotional service. The observation of Caturmasya is meant to increase one's devotion to Lord Krishna and to decrease sense gratification. So whatever is done during Caturmasya should support one's sadhana and service and should not inhibit it. The 4-month period of Caturmasya is an opportunity for devotees and non-devotees alike to reap immense spiritual benefit from the performance of the simplest of austerities to the best of one's ability. It is the quality of one's vrat rather than the quantity that is most pleasing to Krishna. And so any effort made for the pleasure of the Lord is greatly appreciated and well rewarded. In a purport in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Srila Prabhupada explains how the observation of Caturmasya is obligatory for those in all ashrams. He emphasizes this as an opportunity for people to reduce their amount of sense gratification. This is the real purpose behind observation of Caturmasya, the basic observance of avoiding leafy greens, yogurt, milk, and masoor and urad dals, and increasing one's sadhana is sufficient for one to obtain limitless mercy from the Lord. Such is the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So that is the small Katha about Caturmasya, which is coming up right now. Very important 4 months. Surinder, anything you'd like to add to that?
Hare Krishna, Dandavat everybody, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu, so Caturmasya is very auspicious for us to practice devotional service and to please Hari Guru Vaishnava. So this is our objective of practicing this period of Caturmasya devotional service. Yes, so in Brahma Samhita is mentioned tapastvam tapayetena tava siddhir bhavishyati. That Lord Krishna in the form of Mahavishnu advised Lord Brahma to do tapasya. So, and one of the tapasya we are performing is this Ekadasi. Ekadasi Vrata is a tapasya we're doing, and this is done for the sole purpose of serving Hari Guru Vaishnava, like that. And so in Bhagavad Gita it says, Lord Krishna says, there is one verse, Yat karosi yajajnasi yat juhosi dadasi yat tapasyasi konteya tat kurusva madarpanam. So whatever the last bit, it says yat tapasyasi kurusva tat arpanam. Yes, so it is said that whatever austerity we do, we should offer it to Shri Krishna. And also there is another verse, Bhoktaram Yagya Tapasam Sarva Loka Maheshwaram, like that. Krishna is the supreme enjoyer of Bhoktaram Yagya, all the Yagyas. And the Yagya we are performing in Kali Yuga is Harinam Sankirtana Yagya. So Yagya, Bhoktaram Yagya Tapasam. Yes, so again, Tapasya, Tapasam refers to Tapasya. Yes, so Krishna is a supreme enjoyer of all tapasya we may perform. Like that. So, in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Rupa Goswami Maharaj has described 64 devotional activities which we may perform to serve and please Shri Krishna. And also, so among all these 64 devotional activities, which is described in detail, one of them is applying tilak in 12 parts of our body with Krishna's name recitation, like that. So this is also called devotional activity. And if we may not be able to perform 64 devotional activities, then Prahlad Maharaj has summarized 9 devotional activities. Savanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Vandanam, Pada Sevanam, Pujana, Sakhijana, Atma Nivedana, like that. And if we may not be able to perform the 9 devotional activities, then Rupa Goswami Maharaj has summarized in 5 main devotional activities, like hearing and chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra and devotional songs, and recitation of the scriptures like Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita. Third is deity worship. Fourth is sadhu sangha. As the verse goes, sadhu sangha, sadhu sangha, sadhu sangha, sarva shastra kahe, lava matra sadhu sangha, sarva siddhi hoy. So it is emphasized that we engage in sadhu sangha. And it says in the scriptures, asat sangha tyaga he Vaishnava achara. So we should give up mundane association, like that. And then in the 5th devotional activity mentioned by Rupa Goswami Maharaj is one should reside always in Mathura Vrindavan. So first way is directly going to Mathura Vrindavan in India, if it is possible. Second way is we are performing devotional activity in Shishi Guru Guranga Radha Sham Sundar Giridhari Ji's temple. The temple is Goloka Vrindavan. So third way is Edina Grihe Bhajana Dekhi Grihete Goloka Bhaya. So when I see devotional service being practiced at home, then I see that my home has become Goloka Vrindavan. The fourth way is to cleanse the heart. Chetu darpana marjanam bhava mahadavagni nirvapanam sriya kairava chandrika vitaranam vidyavadhu jivanam anandam buddhi vardhanam pratipadam purnamrita svadanam sarvatma snapanam param vijayate Shri Krishna sankirtanam. So the process of cleansing the mirror of our consciousness, the mirror of our mind, cleanse our heart in this way, and bringing Krishna, always chanting Satatam Kirtayantomam, always chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is verse is mentioned, Satatam Kirtayantomam in Bhagavad Gita, and in Shikshastakam, Trinadapi Sunichena Tarorapi Sahishnana Amanina Manadina Kirtanya Sadahari. So the process of Kirtanya Sadahari, always chanting Hare Krishna, it is very important for us to practice humility, tolerance, and giving honor unto others, and do not expect honor in return. And therefore, in this way, 5 devotional activities emphasized by Rupa Goswami Maharaj. And Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has emphasized, if we cannot practice these 5 devotional activities, then 3 main devotional activities emphasized by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is Nam Ruchi, Jive Daya, Vaishnava Seva. These 3 devotional activities, minimum, we should be always practicing. So Nam Ruchi, always chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and hear Hare Krishna Mahamantra and devotional song, bhajan, kirtan. And Vaishnava Seva, Bhakata Sevaya Parama Siddhi. Prema Lati Karamula. So service to the Vaishnavas is the root of the divine kripa of prema bhakti. So Vaishnava Seva is highly encouraged, whether we should serve the Vaishnavas. And the Vaishnavas, if we are living in a family life, if our family members are Vaishnavas, if the husband and wife is devotee of Krishna, if the children's devotee of Krishna, the son or daughter are devotees of Krishna, if the brothers and sisters are devotees of Krishna, then serving these devotees of Krishna in one's household is also Vaishnava Seva, Bhakata Seva. In a service mood, yes. And Jivedaya means we distribute Krishna consciousness to those who are favorably disposed to receive the mercy of Sri Krishna, those who are non-envious. So we distribute Krishna consciousness to them. Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Thank you very much.
Thank you for sharing that. Very, very nice. Very good. So it's good to focus ourselves a little bit on how to serve practically. So thank you. Any questions by anybody or any comments? Any more comments?
Prabhuji, sorry, I've
Yes.
got one, not question, but like you said, Chaturmas, certain things we don't eat each month.
Yeah.
And what if we do eat, what happens? Like, do we have to make up for it, like chanting
nothing
Hare Krishna?
No,
No.
nothing. Oh, yeah. It's always good to make up for anything by
Yeah,
chanting.
make up for it, like, yeah.
Definitely.
So,
It's not a sin.
Yeah, you don't get any negative.
no, that's it. So I'm just
Negativity.
wondering, like, we eat everything, don't we? Bhaji, you know, everything. I didn't even know this. Chaturmas, certain things you don't eat.
But it's quite easy,
yeah.
because for 1 month avoiding bhaji or is not a problem.
Yeah, it's not a problem, but just in case we do. So
in case you
we just make up
accidentally
for it by doing extra mara or saying, chanting Hare Krishna. So,
it's not a
good.
sin. It's not sinful activity. So you don't, but it's just to help.
If you do it, if you do it, then you get more punya, piety. That's all.
Okay.
So the day you eat, you don't get it.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the only thing. Yeah.
And especially when you know you don't have to eat and you eat it, then you feel guilty, don't you, yourself?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Like I haven't been able to fast Agyaras for my health reason, and I feel bad. But I do make a point of joining satsang for Agyaras, which is like reciting, listening to Vishnu Sahasranam, Katha, and that.
Again, for Ekadasi, you can keep like Farar, Badanshak, and you can keep it very simple, Still try to do Ekadasi because that is actually an important vrat, if possible. Unless health does not permit. But but you can. This how much variety one can have for Ekadasi. So, if possible, try to keep that breath.
Yes, I will. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you,
Thank you.
Radhikaji, Mohandashi. Nice to listen to it. Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
I agree with you, Bhavna Mataji. It is a lot of pressure when all these do's and don'ts are read out in the Ekadashi Katha. I feel pressure too, and I feel very guilty.
That's it. That's it. When you know it and you think, oh God, I haven't done it. So you feel bad about it. Not guilty, but you feel, oh, I wish I could do this, But it's hard to keep track of it as well. So if you don't know, then it's fine. But when you know it, then it's like you say, make up for it. So Hare Krishna, Mara.
True. But don't feel daunted. Or in Kali Yuga, the Lord will understand that we are not as empowered as in previous yugas. But do whatever you can.
So many battles to fight.
Yeah, you have to choose your battles wisely. So, thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.